That's why I let you kick it off.
Yep. Always got all the gadgets.
The TP guys.
Just taking up too much time.
You're good.
All right, Coach. Just talk a little bit about this one tonight. Tough pill to swallow there, especially a man down in OT. Just talk about the game plan and obviously the outcome there.
Yeah, I think the early goal that we gave away by a mistake by one of our midfielders that they capitalized on gave them a little bit of life, but I thought we responded really well after that, getting 2 goals before the halftime. Really liked the way my team was playing until the red card situation. The 2 yellow cards on Adam Olsen, and with the red card now he can't play against Santa Barbara, which is unfortunate. Call was justified, but playing with 10 men makes it difficult. Even with 10 men, I think we created some opportunities. We knew that we had to try to get a result tonight, so we took a little bit of risk. But they were very good on the transition, and unfortunately, Sac State came out on top.
At full strength, did you like what you saw from the offense tonight?
At full strength, I really like my team. I really do. I mean, even against Fullerton, which we lost, by 1 goal here, I thought we played really good soccer. I enjoyed how we played tonight, how we connected and kept the ball for the most part, especially in the last 20 minutes of the first half and for most of the second half. But you can't afford to go down a man and not transition back and defend, and unfortunately, that was the difference in the game.
For it to be a guy like Adam, too, who literally plays all over the field for you, what does he mean and what does his absence mean to this team?
Well, Adam's our captain, and I know that we can play him anywhere on the field and he'll do a job for us. Unfortunately, someone's going to have to step up in his place come Saturday against Santa Barbara. But I'm confident in our guys. This is a group of guys that do not give up, and they believe in themselves. So I believe you're going to see a good effort against Santa Barbara come Saturday.
The last question I had about that is just Santa Barbara in general. Talk about that one. Obviously, a big matchup with you two, and you don't have Adam, but you got a group of guys here that are probably pretty hungry after this one tonight.
Yeah, they're very hungry to play against Santa Barbara. We try not to talk about that game during the week when we have another team to play. It's very difficult to keep the concentration, and I think the guys did a very good job of that. But now it's time to focus on Santa Barbara. I know they lost 3-0 against UC Davis today. They're probably going to be hungry for a win. I know they rested a lot of players, probably to rest them to play against us. But I think that's a game where both teams come to play. They're always great classics, it's a great rivalry. And I think both teams are going to entertain come Saturday.
Steve, what was the thinking Olsen at right back? I know he's been playing a lot up front. Did he play some back down south when you guys went down there last weekend?
Well, actually, Adam is a right back for us, and the reality is that he wasn't scoring goals as a forward, and we felt we needed a little bit more consistency and play out of the back, and he actually offered that. And while he was on the field, he connected very well for us. He got up the field very well for us. I think he won his individual battles. A couple fouls led to the red card, unfortunately, but I think he adds a little bit more composure and calm playing out of the back, and that's what we needed.
You mentioned kind of pushing forward. Even when you guys only had 10, it seemed like you kept 2 or 3 guys up top. Was that kind of a result of Sac State came in with 7 points, you guys came in with 3?
Yeah, we knew
was that the result of the standings?
We knew we had to get 3 points tonight. 1 point would have been nice, but we literally needed the 3. And, there's still 15 points left out there, so there's plenty of soccer to play. So now we got to get points on the road. In addition to, it might come down to the last game against Santa Barbara where we play them here. And if that's the case, so be it. But I'm still very, very proud of this team and very confident that they can come back and do something this season.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's 10, 10, and 10. Like 3 teams with 10 right now, and then you guys have 3.
Correct.
That's a tough road to hoe.
It is. But I mean, the games that we're going to play now count double. So. That's the way we have to think, and quite frankly, that's the way, that we have to go about our business.
Off topic for tonight, but you were the U.S. national team coach. I saw your tweet last night that you weren't going to sleep. Do you have any comments or things to say on the national team not making the World Cup?
Very, very sad time for U.S. soccer. For us to have qualified for every world championship since 1986 and not to do it this time around, very disappointing. I think in the short term it's going to affect the game, but I think intelligent heads will prevail and come up with a plan that will possibly make soccer better in this country. Sometimes this is the jolt you need in order to make change, and change is definitely in order right now.
You believe it's necessary?
I think change is complete change. You know, in the way that we develop our players, the way that we develop our special players. There has been absolutely zero renovation of our national team since prior to Brazil. Christian Pulisic is the only player on the team that is of that younger generation. And the players that played in this qualification phase, the older players, they have provided so much quality for this country, but a lot of them are on the downside of their career. And we need fresher legs, we need some more leadership. It's time that we start developing our players a little bit differently.
I mean, you've coached at all levels. You've been involved in MLS, you know, for so long too. In terms of developing players and young players, I mean, the system here is so awkward in comparison to other systems in other countries, etc. Do we need to look elsewhere, or is there a way that we can kind of work in, you know, developing players better within some current systems?
No, I think first of all, the MLS has to have a separate division for their academies, as opposed to playing all the 80 other clubs across the country. We need to start playing against the best competition with the best coaches, taking our very best talent and maybe sending them overseas for an extended period of time. And certainly having our top academy teams, our under 17 and under 18 through under 20 national team, you know, playing the very best in the world. Not playing CONCACAF teams outside of when we have to. Not playing friendly matches, you know, against teams in the Caribbean. You know, we have to play the Germanys of the world. And I think that's going to come down the road. I think we have to find a way to create special players. And that's what we're missing right now. Players that can take games on the back of their shoulders or on the top of their shoulders and do something special. Every country in the world that has done, or at least achieved, you know, Final 8 or Final 4 has those special players, whether it's Neymar for Brazil, whether it's Robbins for Holland, whether it's Messi for Argentina. You know, we have to find those players. They are here. We just have to find a way to develop them. It's a sad day right now for U.S. soccer, but I'm a firm believer that this could jolt us into the change we need.
You mind if I just ask one really quick one? What's something vague, maybe quick, that you think is the first, maybe next step that USA Soccer will take to make maybe those changes you're talking about?
Well, I think the first thing they have to do is get a collection of people that are going to sit down in a room and with clear heads and not overreact to this. They have to evaluate everything that has happened in the last 15 to 20 years and see what has worked and what has not worked. But the bottom line is that to not qualify for a championship, this is completely unacceptable. You know, so they have to get in a room. The federation has to lead now in changing the future of soccer in the United States. And I think drastic changes have to be made. So I would say spend the next 3 to 6 months developing a plan and hiring the right people to implement that plan.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay?
Thanks so much.
All right, guys.